Good morning, students. Our today's topic is vector algebra. Actually, in physical, there are two types of quantities available in this world. One is scalar, another is vector. Okay, scalar quantities means all the quantities that required only their value. These comes under the scalar quantity, and any quantity that required its magnitude as well as direction, magnitude and direction, it will come under vector quantity. For example, if I talk about scalar quantities, length, time, distance, speed, area, volume, temperature, work. So length, area, mass, time, etc. Some different quantities are there. Those come under the category of scalar quantity, and some quantities that are vector quantity like velocity and displacement, force, acceleration. These comes under vector quantity. So wherever it is required to have direction with magnitude, quantity comes under the vector. Okay, so every vector quantity in this vector algebra, we will denote the vector by a arrow. Okay, it will have a direction as well as its magnitude. So basic representation of any vector is like this. Like there is a vector a vector, then it will be represented by like this. Okay, so it will be composition of two things: its magnitude and its direction. Okay, so in vector algebra we will deal with these quantity, not with these, because these velocity, displacement, force, acceleration, all to be dealt in physics. Okay, but here we will deal with some vector directions. Okay, like a vector, b vector, c vectors. Okay, so these are the things. So now we will discuss about the position vector. If we deal with three coordinate system means three-dimensional coordinate system like x, y, and z. This is my x-axis, this is my y-axis, and this is my z-axis. So if this is the origin, it means it will be 0, 0, 0. Okay, coordinates of this origin. Let's suppose there is a point P in space, and it is having its value x, y, and z. Okay, now if I assume origin is O, then OP, if I match OP like this, I will say this OP, it is a vector. Okay, so OP will have some direction as well as is magnitude. So OP can be written as OP vector is equals to x minus 0 vector, means x minus 0 of I, plus y minus 0 of j, plus z minus 0 of k. You know, x corresponding to I vector, y corresponding to j vector, z corresponding to k vector. Okay, these are unit vectors. What is unit vector? I'll tell you after some time. So OP can be written as OP vector is equals to x of I plus y of z plus z of k. Okay, so this will be the representation of OP vector. Actually, this OP is having two things: it's a magnitude as well as direction. So its a direction is in like this, and its magnitude will be OP vector magnitude will be square root of x square plus y square plus z square. So actually magnitude is nothing but the distance from O to P. Okay, so this is called magnitude. Now come to the direction. Actually when we talk with the direction, we talk about direction cosine. Okay, so next this topic is direction cosine. So direction cosine suggests by what particular value the OP vector or any position of this vector is tilted with respect to x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. So if you see, if I draw a perpendicular with respect to x-axis, so I will get a point. If I draw a perpendicular with respect to the y-axis, then I will get a point. And if I draw a perpendicular with respect to the z-axis, I will get a point. So you see, if I get a point of x1, y1 and z1, and keep in mind all three are perpendicular with each other. Okay, all three are perpendicular. So your OP vector was actually OP vector magnitude was square root of x square plus y square plus z square, and this OX1 OX1 is going to be X, OY1 is going to be Y, and OZ is going to be Z. OZ1 is going to be Z. So if you see, if I want to calculate by what axis, by what angle this OP vector is tilted with respect to the x-axis, let's suppose this is theta. And by what angle it is tilted with respect to the y-axis, let's suppose it is phi. And with what angle it is tilted with respect to the z-axis, let's suppose this is zeta. Okay, so, or I take is zeta. Okay, so if you calculate cos theta, you know cos theta is nothing but what? Cos theta is nothing but base over hypotenuse. So it will come as x divided by OP magnitude. Okay, let's suppose this is small r. So you will get x divided by r. So this is cos theta. Okay, if you want to calculate cos phi, you will get y divided by r. And if you want to calculate cos zeta, you will get z divided by r. Clear? Yes. So actually these cos theta, cos phi, cos zeta are called direction cosine. So these all three things are called direction cosine. Direction cosines. So sometime question used to be asked for this particular vector, what are the direction cosine? So you will calculate x divided by r, y divided by r, and z divided by r. These are your direction cosine. Okay, so these are going to be your direction cosine. If I calculate, if I go further, then I will write cos of theta is equals to x divided by r, cos of phi is equals to y divided by r, cos of zeta is equals to z divided by r. If I calculate from here, x is equals to r cos theta, y is equals to r cos phi, and z is equals to r cos zeta. Correct? If I make one thing, I make x square plus y square plus z square, then what I will get? I will get r square as a common, and I will get cos square theta plus cos square phi plus cos square zeta. Okay, so if I see my r was nothing but square root of x square plus y square plus z square, actually this was OP vector magnitude, correct? Yes, this was OP vector magnitude. So if I write r square, it will become x square plus y square plus z square. So if I compare these things in this equation, I will get r square is equals to r square into cos square theta plus cos square phi plus cos square zeta. Okay, so r square will cancel. So I will get cos square theta plus cos square phi plus cos square zeta is equals to 1. Correct? So actually my cos theta, cos phi, and cos gamma, these were my direction cosines. Okay, these were my direction cosines. So if I see this is L, this is M, this is N, then you see L square plus M square plus N square is equals to 1. Correct? So this is a relation that may be required in some questions. Okay, so for any vector direction cosine, how we will calculate, that we have seen. And with this what are the relation with the direction cosines, so that also we have seen. Now if you see any vector in space will be given by 3 points x, y, and z. Correct? So just now we have seen. So accordingly, lot of vectors are there that we used to decide, like zero vector. If magnitude is 0, it is origin only. Unit vector with magnitude 1. So unit vector is having very importance characteristics. Unit vector. Actually, let's suppose there is a vector a vector. So its a unit vector will be a cap, and it will be given as a vector divided by mod a. Okay, so a vector divided by mod a. Let me write it correctly. A vector divided by mod a vector. So actually what you are writing? You are writing a cap, a vector, its magnitude will be 1. magnitude will be 1 or unity. That is why it is called unity vector. Okay. Now we will discuss about parallelogram law. Parallelogram law is very important. Okay. Now let's suppose there are two vector, A vector and B vector. I am taking normally A vector and B vector. Two vectors are there. Okay. Now I will write these two vectors something like this. One vector is this one and another vector is this one. Okay, these are my two vectors. So this is my A vector and this is my B vector. So according to parallelogram, we simply cannot add A vector with B vector. Okay, so A vector with B vector, if we want to calculate its resultant, then we need the parallelogram law. So what it will say, see, actually these are vector, it means I can shift these vector parallelly anywhere. So I can shift A vector here, I can shift B vector here. So anywhere I can shift A vector here, I can shift B vector here, means parallel to B vector I can shift B vector anywhere, parallel to A vector I can shift A vector anywhere. So let's suppose two vectors are there and they are making an angle of theta degree with respect to each other. Now if I want to calculate its a resultant. So what I will do, I will write A vector parallel to this one and I will write B vector parallel to this one. Okay, so this particular thing, this particular thing is called as resultant of these two vectors. Okay, this is called R vector, resultant. So if I want to calculate this resultant, now what I have to do, I will draw a perpendicular to this axis. Perpendicular to this axis I have drawn. Okay, see, this is perpendicular. So I will write A, B, C, D and E. What I have done, I have drawn a perpendicular to AB axis. So this is B vector, so this is also B vector. If this angle is theta, so this is also theta. So if I want to write BC, can you tell me what will be the BC? Yes, it will be the component of B vector. So that will be B vector cos theta. Okay. And what about CD? CD will be again component of B vector. So B vector sine theta. So this will be CD. Okay. So if I consider right angle triangle ACD. So this my right angle triangle is there, in which AC will be A vector plus BC vector. So that is A vector plus B vector cos theta. This is my AC. Now what about CD? CD is B vector sine theta. Correct? So for right angle triangle ACD, I can apply Pythagorean theorem. So that will say AC square plus CD square is equals to AD square. This is my Pythagorean theorem. So if I say my AC is nothing but A vector plus B vector cos theta. So whole square of this plus B vector sine theta of whole square is equals to AD is resultant. So this will be the resultant vector whole square. Okay. So if I write resultant vector, so I will write square root of, if I square these things, so I will get A square plus B square cos square theta plus 2AB cos theta plus B square sin square theta. I will get, that will be in square root. So if I solve this further, what I will get like this. R vector is equals to square root of A vector square, that is magnitude square, magnitude B vector square plus 2 into magnitude of A, magnitude of B cos theta. Okay, like this. And this will be the magnitude of R vector. So this will be the resultant vector of two vector addition used for the parallelogram theorem. So whenever we are going to add two vectors, it is required to have their vector direction, their magnitude and the angle between these two vectors. Okay, so this will be the resultant of these two vectors. So if I want to calculate, the direction also, direction means at what angle the resultant is making with respect to the A, with respect to A or with respect to B. So what I have to do, I have to calculate, see, I have to calculate this angle. Let's suppose resultant is making an angle of phi with respect to horizontal axis. Okay, so what I will say, my phi is equals to tan inverse of CD divided by AC. And you know CD is nothing but B vector sine theta. Just now we have seen. And AC is nothing but A vector plus B vector cos theta. So what I will do, I will write phi is equals to tan inverse of B vector sine theta divided by A vector plus B vector cos theta. So like this we can calculate the direction also. Resultant direction we can calculate. So this is the direction. So angle with respect to A vector. If somebody want angle with respect to B vector, with respect to B vector, so what we have to do in that case? In that case, your angle will be, let's suppose this is phi dash. So phi dash will be theta minus phi. Okay, so phi dash will be theta minus phi. So similarly, you can do the further analysis. Thank you very much. In our next video, we will cover the multiplication of two vectors. There we will cover their dot product and cross product, and how we used to calculate further some questions also. And there we will see if we want to difference of two vectors, then what to do. Here we have studied about the summation A vector plus B vector. So actually this resultant is nothing but R vector is nothing but A vector plus B vector. Okay, so keep in mind R vector is nothing but A vector plus B vector. If you want to make difference, then what we should do. So all these things we will analyze in our next video. Thank you.